man, Woody likes the crooked cock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
That actually like parlays into something. I even wrote it down because I wanted to ask you. You've poked and prodded and trolled so many different groups and subsections and communities on the internet. What was the biggest shit fit that any of them threw? Because I'm sure there were some that you poked at and were like, I don't really care. But there have to be one or a couple where you were blown away by how pissed or how much they tried to do to get back at you.
Shit. You're going over like 8 years of screwing around on the internet here.
I know, sorry, putting you on the spot.
If I had to pin it down to the group that really got the angriest, I would say it would be the adult baby diaper lovers.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adult baby diaper lovers, diaper furs, didn't like getting laughed at. I had people that presented themselves as gay bearers, like in a bear suit, saying they were going to show up at my house and shoot me with a shotgun because I laughed.
In the bear suit.
In the bear suit, yeah. Big gay bear showing up at your front door with a shotgun is a hell of an image in your head. And they got angry at me for that because there was a particular person in their community who flagged a couple of my videos making fun of them. YouTube reversed it because there wasn't anything violating terms of service in the videos, but they didn't like the videos and where they were going because this person in particular bragged on their social media accounts and on forums they'd been on that they were defrauding the government, that they were using their fetish and saying that it was actually a medical condition, so they'd give them disability. When in
they were
truth,
medically a furry or a baby diaper lover or whatever.
Yeah, here's the thing. So they would wear the diapers to fetish role play, but they told the government, I need to wear the diapers because I'm incontinent. So they'd get the disability money. So the government would pay for their kinky sex. And I found the evidence of that, and they were very upset about that. So that I think is what sparked the community to get angry.
Howard Stern did a whole thing on the adult baby diaper wearing people. I guess they have conventions, where I'm not exaggerating. They fill up these halls with like-minded individuals, and I think there are two sides to the coin. There are the daddies and the babies, right? So, or at least in the one that I was looking, the particular thing that they were looking into, what the fetish was that you had a grown man who was the baby, and he would be in a diaper, and you had a grown man who was the daddy, and he would be changing the diaper. And there were two variants, even still, of the babies. There were those who pooped in the diapers and those who only peed in the diapers. And their fantasies were
fuck?
Yeah, and they had different
Right.
They had different role play going on. Some of the gentlemen who would play the baby role would take on the role of a toddler, like a 3-year-old. And they had a mental idea of what they were. They were questioned by a Howard Stern staffer, like, well, how old are you in make-believe terms? And like, well, sometimes I'm like 8 months old and I can't even talk. I can't even tell him what I want. But sometimes I'm like a 4-year-old, so I can kind of talk to him in baby garble and tell him what I want him to do. And if I'm naughty, he'll make me sit in my poopy diaper. And they're just going back and forth with all this madness. It's hilarious because one of the Howard Stern staffers is there with a microphone asking the hard-hitting questions of these baby diaper aficionados. It's fucking great. And then, of course, the cloppers, the people who were into I think they're similar to bronies, cloppers.
Yeah, the My Little Pony people, yeah.
Okay. Cloppers are like My Little Pony people who sexualize it, I believe.
Yeah.
Although there's different subsects of each of these groups.
It's not weird enough that you're really into this little girl's cartoon. You have to want to fuck the pony too.
Yes, they sexualize the ponies, and I gotta say,
this is why we need fathers in the home.
And not fathers wearing diapers, preferably. Yeah, it's disturbing. I remember
Wait,
the first
Kyle,
time.
real quick, can I ask? The diaper thing, Jim probably knows too. Is the fetish for them that they enjoy sitting in their own poop and whatnot and being treated like a baby, or are they like being stripped down, baby wiped off, and then being fucked as they're role playing? Like
it's twofold, I think. I mean, I think you have the people that just like the idea of being in a diaper and shitting themselves, but I think the majority would fall into the little category, which are the people that want to role play as a little baby or a toddler, and then sexualize it with their partner, which gets even weirder. Like ABDL had some You know, and a lot of the sites I cover are public ones. Like if I mention DeviantArt, you'd think it's just a bunch of like people drawing Sonic shit or something like that. But you go there and you start seeing all of this stuff, and you take off the adult filter, you know, where they'll show you everything that's on the site, and you're like, holy crap, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I watched your Sonic video on DeviantArt, which, by the way, thank you for introducing me to DeviantArt. I knew what it was, but I'd never gone over there because I thought it was just people like posting like their cool wallpapers or something. Yeah. And so when I saw your DeviantArt series, and it was like, you know, Sonic, what could be, you know, weird about that? And then it's like Sonic wanting to be like fucked and then eaten by Tails or something like that. It was a little macabre, but it was like, God, I need to go poke around this site. And so I did, and I found Vor, which I'm sure you know what that is.
Well,
if you made one of those,
so
I didn't see it. But
there's so much of it. I mean, the thing that got me into the DeviantArt series was we're trying to find the most absurd stuff, and there's one guy, I think the username was Blueberry Bitches, and it's a guy that wants to have a bike pump shoved up his ass, and he paints himself purple because he wants to be a living blueberry.
like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, there's so much chocolate. You know, this is like a little German fuck.
And I was like, that's too good to pass up. So I did a video on that. And then I started looking at the other stuff, and I was like, yeah, you know, there's a lot of material to work with here for this particular community.
Oh, I think I saw that one too. So I've been binging your videos. Is that the one where like it's like those really like semi-erotic videos of like a woman like standing in a garage and suddenly like her hands explode into wheels and she's like, what's happening to me? And she just like turns into a VW Bug or some shit. Like, yeah, and then like some other dude will walk in and like fuck her in the tailpipe. Maybe I made that part up.
Yeah, the transformation videos. Yeah, there's some really weird shit on the website. And that's the thing. I mean, DeviantArt's been like that forever. We used to do articles about it back in 2012, 2013 for DeviantArt Coalition for Quality Control, laughing at it. I mean, it's consistently weird.
Where do we draw the line? And this is a serious question to the group here. Where did we draw the line with accepting these